This is a teardown of a Quanta branded model LB9 switch. It's a 48 port gigabit switch with 4 SFP plus ports. This one's actually a rear to front cooling design as well, which is kind of neat, but sadly it doesn't have any value. It's a little noisy and I don't have any use for it. So I'm going to tear it apart, show what's inside, and some of the parts that will be for sale, mostly the rack gears, power supplies, and potentially fans. First, we gotta get it apart. Alright, cut the cover off. Oh, that's neat. Gonna remove these power supplies, get them out of my way. Why am I having this started? Well, that's a really good grip. There we go. Power supplies are light on branded. Got a wide angle there. 470 watts each. 12 volt output with a 12 volt standby. Got some little shroud there. Looks like I got some laptop memory. Huh. Interesting. And just a regular 1 gig stick of laptop DDR, 330 megahertz. Definitely be saving that. That'll be handy. It's not ECC, which is surprising. Yeah, 4 screws. Power supplies connect to these little breakout boards. Surprised they didn't just put the connector on the edge of the board instead, but must have been a reason for it. Some capacitors for filtering purposes, probably. It looks like there were 2 different styles of fans they could have used. There's 2 headers right next to each other for the fans. So I'm guessing that white header is also a fan header. I don't know if maybe the different headers are for the different direction of airflow, since this is a back to front cooling versus front to back. I would assume you just spin the fans around, but maybe the fans come with their shields pre-attached from the factory, something weird. I don't have my cutters nearby. I'm going to grab those so we can see what's under the heat sinks. Being stubborn. There we go. Actually, it looks like it has some decent thermal compound on it. Not the crusty, gross stuff that they normally like to use on switches. I'm gonna guess this is a big Broadcom chip. Yep. For better or worse, Broadcom has a lot of the networking and switching chips. I think it's for worse, to be honest, but Oh, luckily, I don't ever have to worry about Broadcom sponsoring a video, because I don't think they would like what I have to say about them. Got the board out here. That's cool. Fans are on a tray of sorts. I don't think I'm going to take them out for this video, but you can remove the various screws around there and swap out this assembly. Not a user-friendly repair though, so I'm guessing it wasn't intended to be repairable, which is a little bit of a shame. It's had an internal CF card slot from the looks of it. Alright, I'm going to get some side cutters so I can remove those without losing an eye. Alright, I'm going to cut the little plastic thingy off of one of these so I can show the chips. Although I might have to do a couple. There's also one for the SFP cage. Oop! There we go. Little springy push pins are convenient from a design standpoint, but not from a recycling standpoint. I actually got poked in the eye by one of those flying away. Really hurt. Jeez, so violent. So, things permitting. Alright, so the main Broadcom chip, if I can get an angle that I can read it, BCM 56538B0KFSBG. And what else we got here? Probably suspension firmware chip. Or not firmware, storage. Yep. This I don't know. There's no markings. These Broadcom chips are for the SFP Plus cages. BCM 8727CIFBG. And then these appear to be the other way around. For the gigabit ports, BCM 54680. Uh-oh. Let's see, I'll rub some thermal paste across the top to help make the laser etching easier to read. I don't know if I'm going to have much luck though. Oops. I'm just going to read it, not looking through the camera. BCM 54680B0K EBG. It's so hard to read. It's so faint. Little clock battery there. Looks like there's another Broadcom chip over here I missed for the management port. BCM 5461SA1KPFG. That's probably running the management networking port and maybe the console port as well. Not sure what else there is to show. Bottom side has more stuff along with another expansion chip for the flash. And we got Altera Max 2 processor or FPGA. I don't know. I should probably know this stuff a little better, but I kind of just goofing around. Yeah. There's a jumper here. Not sure what that jumper does, but just look at, can't tell where the traces go. I think the traces might go back into this chip here. Oh yeah, definitely fan headers. I'm guessing the JB1, that stands for like back. The B stands for back, and then the F would stand for front, because the back to front fans were plugged in these smaller black connectors. But yeah, otherwise, hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.